He said that he is my damn man's, but he switched on me like a transformer. Yeah, he changed. Nigga, you gon' get your ass changed. Don't get your ass with. Hey, had to run my damn bands up. What's going on? It's OG here. And now I'm going to use my calming, relaxed voice to drop this gem video here for you guys today. Now my smooth voice that only I can do and be smooth and calm and relax and in good vibes, good spirit. Catch and shoot. What's the pros and cons of this badge? With catch and shoot, the only con is you lose badge points for another badge place. That's what people get mad about, because they think sometimes, oh, I don't shoot a catch and shoot all the time. But those times when you are in a catch and shoot situation, and if you have the badge on gold, silver, Hall of Fame, you're going to get the better benefit from that side. Clutch shooter. This is another badge where people feel like it's a waste because they can hit the last shot without clutch shooter, but in certain situations, certain times, the badge can come in crazy clutch for a certain shot. So it's like a risk badge, but when you do have it there, and if you are really good and you know how to utilize badges, this badge is always going to help you on the last shot. So the con of you not having it, the bad part about it, your last shot, you're going to have to make sure you're precise on it. But if you have clutch shooter, you can take a certain risky shot, because that last shot, that green window is going to open up higher. Clutch shooter out the way. A very, very good badge. Corner specialist. Now you can have this on bronze depending on what type of shooter you are. There's been tests that say bronze works the best. But if you don't have this, you can miss in the corner sometimes. When you shoot dribble pull-ups, fades. That's the con. That's the bad part about not having corner specialists. Some people still say, yeah, I still make it. No, let's all be real here. Let's all be real here. Please. I be thinking I'm real good in 2K, but I understand when you're playing against competition, when you're playing against actual good players, I have the respect to say that guy is good. No matter what, how I feel, he's good. Even though you say you trash talk, oh, he's trash, you know he's good. He gave you a challenge. In certain situations, it's chess at that point. Oh yeah, I had this badge right here and it came in for me. It came in clutch for me right here. Why you think people switch their badges around so much? Because when they're in certain situations, when they're playing a certain way, you guys don't understand 2K went more to real life. That's why everybody switches their badges around so much. When you get into certain situations from playing with your build and you learn a different play style and you say, oh yeah, these badges are helping me now. You'll start taking more fades. If you think fades got patched, somebody will take difficult shots off, throw it back on. Look, trust me, I know how y'all be thinking and how y'all be setting up y'all shooting badges, okay? Deadeye. Deadeye, I only feel like Deadeye is for like pair sharps. You can go with Deadeye on silver because most guards who dribble create space in ISO. It's just facts. They don't get Deadeye shots. They create space, they get that little gap from the screen, and then they green. So think about it. Deadeye is only for like a build like mine's, a 3-level score with 99 shot. I can shoot from half court and still green and Deadeye in your eye. My green window's open way more than other players are. So Deadeye for me is okay because my green window is open further. I can shoot from half court. I can shoot those Deadeyes and my green window is open because my 99 overall rating on my 3-point shot. So understand how that all adds in together with this badge. And then you shooting those shots is cool. It's like you're Steph Curry. So it's respectable. But think about like Russell Westbrook. If he's better in the mid-range game, right? And he doesn't have those certain badges that allow him to shoot further away or shoot, you know, more contested shots. He's not going to take those type of shots just being smart. He's going to take his mid-ranges, right? He's not going to be just chucking up threes. I know he probably does do this, but I'm not saying he's not just going to be chucking up threes each possession down the court. So Deadeye is not needed. You guys create the space with that badge. It's not needed on a high level like Hall of Fame if you're a guard already. You can go with a good, better badge like volume shooter. We're gonna get to that badge, okay? Deep fades. Most people, this badge is like a play around badge because a lot of people don't take fades because it's not a secure shot in 2K. It is if you really get nice with it, but when you see comp being played, you don't see too many people taking those types of shots. No, it's like coming off as risky. Let's all be just fair here and honest. It's coming off as risky, okay? Regardless of the fact of what you think, especially on the twos. But it's a good badge. I feel like if a player masters that badge, you should run that badge. And then yes, some of y'all may master. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I don't know. I don't see it a lot though, you know. So I just go off of that. Difficult shots. Man, this is difficult shots is one of the best badges in the game. Like I said, people don't play the fade style, but it's coming back. Hopefully, it's coming back from how I'm playing, especially the patch. The badge is too good. When you have it on Hall of Fame, what's the pros? And what people think, yo, I don't need a badge and I still can green fades. No, they don't do it consistently. I'm telling you, you can consistently green fades. When you get what creates the most space in this game, right? When you're just dribbling straight, right? Not doing no dribble moves. You're not trying to size nobody up. And then you dribble to the side and you shoot a dribble pull up. And it's hard to guard that. You know, people are going to have to be on point when guarding that. And you can green all the time if you have it on Hall of Fame and you have a high 3-point rating and a high mid rating and you just know how to time your dribble pull up. It's automatic with the meter off. Automatic. Flexible release, we're not even going to talk about that badge. It's trash. Trash. Nobody should even use it. Even if you have lag connection, the badge still only works on like late shots. It's like it's trash. It doesn't even help you at all. That badge was a bug. That badge would have been too OP if they would have kept it how they kept it. It used to work back in the day, but they touched it. Y'all already know that. The badge is trash. We all are smart enough to say that to ourselves, all right? Yes. Green machine, this is the must badge. When you get hot and you're just greening and you're timing excellent because it's muscle memory, it's not luck. It's a very easy muscle memory to learn when you're just hitting that square and you know your cue. But you can get off of muscle memory depending on how, if you had a bad day at work, you know, you had a bad day, you was arguing and you're trying to play the game, your mind's not focused. You got to think about this, man. You guys got to understand this. Playing the game is a whole lot to it. It's a whole lot that comes to it with your muscle memory. Why you could be off a day. Why you don't just think you're always going to be perfect because it's a video game, okay? Understand that. Green machine, automatic. When you're Hall of Fame, you just get a bigger boost. Everybody knows that it's automatic. You got to run that badge. The cons of not having it, if you're hitting greens, you're not getting no bonus for hitting those greens. So you could just easily just get on an off streak. If you don't have green machine, at least silver, gold, high. You still can green with your meter off, trust me. If you're consistent, you can still green, but just at a certain rate, certain type of shots. You guys got to understand, green machine goes into all types of shots. Let's say if you have your takeover on and you shoot a fade from 3, they're not going to guard that. They're not expecting that. Green machine, boom, comes in there, activate. That it helps into so much ways. So you guys got to think. When I'm telling y'all this knowledge, you got to think. Take your time. Hot start. It's basically a faster microwave. It's faster than volume shooter. You get more of a boost. So understand this. I just made a volume shooter video. Go watch it. You get a faster boost. But if you miss, boom. So what's the pros to having hot start? You get the higher green window, right? Higher green window, fast. So if you're a player that like you can go crazy early in the game, and that's like your play style, you're usually like that, you can get hot early in the game, that's a badge you want to run. Would I say it's bad? All badges are good. It just depends on the type of player you are. You understand that? You cannot get yourself lost out of that. It depends on the type of player you are. So if you're a player that can get it, all these badges are good. Except for like, you know, the ice in my veins, flexible release. All these other badges are good. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hot Zone Hunter. Let's talk about this badge because this is everybody's favorite badge. Is Hot Zone Hunter bad? No. I never say Hot Zone Hunter's not bad, but there's badges that are better than Hot Zone Hunter. Imagine if you don't have your hot zones in certain spots in the park. You're not even getting the benefits there. In the spots that you do get the boost, yes, you get the boost, but it caps out. It stops at a point. It goes to that same point every time. So let's say if a lockdown comes and contests you with an intimidator on, How much does those hot zone hunter points drop if he's getting a late contest? He has Intimidator and all these other lockdown badges, right? Oh, these are the stats nobody can give, right? Ah, yeah. So what's always better? A badge that's always working all throughout the game, correct? This is why I always say volume shooter. Look, 2K Labs proved that volume shooter is one of the best shooting badges in the game. It is. It's the best like badge just to throw on yourself, just like Green Machine, just to open up your green window more. Pick and Popper, never use the badge too much. That's one of the other badges that nobody use. Like, I would say that's a badge for a big man. It's not a badge that you really need in this game. You can pick and pop without it, and you'll still be fine. So that's not a badge we want to even talk about. Pump Fake Maestro is another badge that's a failed 2K badge. It's just failed. Nobody uses that. Nobody, even, I went and even test the badge out and was like, yo, let me pump fake. And it's just stupid. Like, your mind starts to think, like, those situations when they come up, you always kind of panic. Most people panic or they pump fake and they pass. They don't pump fake and shoot too much. But you can train yourself to get into that type of style and that type of play. So I wouldn't say it's like failed, but it's going to have to be like that one person that's dedicated to say, you know what, I want to master that badge. Nobody else is going to take the time and go do that. That's just the honest truth about that. Okay. Quick draw. These are not my current badges either that I'm running with. These are just, this is an old, picture. Quick draw. What are the pros and cons of not having this? You guys already know this. You shoot faster if you have quick draw in Hall of Fame rather than lower. And if you can pull off shots faster, that's what makes you elite in skill. Like, a person that can master all the things at the highest speed, that's like the most elite, because it's like it's hard to do that. So if you can master quick draw Hall of Fame and master the Q and master the green, you're going to get the benefits and the reward to release your shot faster. Yes, you can have it on lower ones and still create space and still get your shots off with silver and up. I seen some dude in the comment section, he was like, yo, he was killing people and going 8 for 8 with no quick draw. Yeah. So yes, you get the rewards, silver, gold, and depending on your build. If you're a bigger person, you're kind of going to want to reach for gold. It'd be best if you're like a bigger shooter. It'd be best to reach for gold, So if you're a guard, you're somebody a bit smaller, faster, you can rock with silver because you can create space. But that's only if you can create space, depending on your play style. Range extender. You guys know the benefits of this. You need this badge. Hall of Fame. Gold. Anything less is like, it's like, ew. It's an ugly range extender, but still have it on. Silver, you can rock out with it. You can go crazy, but you won't be a player that'll be shooting most of the time. But not having the benefits of this, you're going to miss because you just won't have the range. Slippery off ball. Beautiful badge. See, the thing with slippery off ball is that the way 2K has played the meta, nobody can really dime really good enough while a person's using a slippery off ball. I used it. I've created space so many times, but the person can't get the pass off right. The person can't read the slippery off ball because your teammate, the person who is the guard, has to read that slippery off ball, has to see when you've created the space. So it takes a good guard to look at the floor to see, okay, yeah, he made that move. Flashy pass. People, I wish people played with IQ, like the crazy IQ, like flashy pass. Make the shot so you have the takeover, get faster. Like, what? Flashy pass Hall of Fame? Nobody thinks like that and plays like that. 2K would be such a different game if everybody was able to enjoy that mindset on that. That's my opinion. But everybody plays the same. It always comes down to a meta. It's no uniqueness. Steady shooter. Oh my god, a great badge. It's like, people, trust me, I would want my next, if I could get to legend, I would want steady shooter, slippery off ball, Hall of Fame, and give me clutch shooter. I run it now, but it's like on silver. But I would take steady shooter. Is crazy, but it's just like you have to be super locked in when you're on that. And I feel like I don't play 2K too much enough, and I'm being direct with y'all. Like, I don't play 2K enough. Like, you know, I got a son, all that. So it's like I'm not on and I'm not locked in enough to run it. But that badge is crazy. Like, it's crazy. I shot 8 for 8 with it. Watch my steady shooter video. Like, I shot 8 for 8. I know it's super, super crazy, but you gotta be locked in. Once I play more, yeah, you may see me switch it, bring it back out, do another video on it. Man, I'm probably gonna do another video on it soon. Now that I'm talking about it. I got time now. I'm about to get a lot of time to be on this 2K. Some streams may come and all that. Untitled Shooter. Damn, look at this badge. Another good badge. Another great badge. And it's like one of those badges that sometimes I want it on, then there's times I want it off. I'm more in a super locked in mode now, so I don't need that badge. I feel like I can go crazy without it. And I rather clutch shooter, I rather those badges. I want to be more on the wrist side. I want to play more on the wrist side, not defensive. So but it's a very good badge. Untitled Shooter is just like, what I mean by playing defensive is you can run around the court if you want to and shoot a dribble pull-up and get yourself tired. And players are not going to be able to keep up with you just because of the defense in NBA 2K20. It's not hard to create space with a person and shoot a dribble pull-up. It's not. In Greenham, automatic, it's not. The big man is going to have to switch, then the defense is just going to break apart. It's going to open up so much more if players actually played like that. But everybody dribbles, so it's easy to just switch. But once you have to take fades, somebody has to switch and contest. They have to switch tightly, fast. Like, understand that. I've beaten comp by just shooting fades on the twos. Greens, and then niggas send me a message and say, it's not skill. What? Fades are hard. You don't see people shoot them like that. That's why. But Untitled Shooter, when you get all that speed out and you're blinking and it doesn't matter, it's perfect. Perfect badge. The pro, without not having it, you're going to miss when you're tired. A lot of times you guys get into those situations where you get trapped in that corner and your only option, your only shot left is that fade. And what happens? Y'all don't take it. Y'all stop and throw the pass. But if you had Untitled Shooter, that's a shot every time. Every comp game, every situation you get into that situation where you're in that same situation. Every time. Last but not least, Volume Shooter. I just made a video on Volume Shooter, so we're not going to talk about it, but it is the best shooting badge in the game. It's a must-have. Even if you can just get it on bronze, it's a must-have. It's helping you all throughout the game, even if you're not a shooter like that. You got to think about it. Everybody in NBA 2K20 thinks they can score and thinks they're good. So if you can shoot the ball, you're going to take shots, and you want this badge. Silver, gold, bronze, Hall of Fame, they all will help you. 2K Labs just made a video on it. And I just dropped a video on it. So if I had a OG's top badges, Volume Shooter is a must-have. Any level, must-have. Must-have, because you're going to be shooting better. Green window's going to be opening over time in the game. Play good defense, and it's going to work. Trust. Range extender. Hall of Fame gold has to be. Green machine. Difficult shots, I would say range extender, Hall of Fame. And catch and shoot. And corner specialist. Difficult shots is more so of a skill badge. Most people are scared to use that badge. So if you have the skill, run it. It's a must to me. Positive vibe.